Hi everyone, I'm Audrey Tripp. I'm the student interviewer for the MSMR program here at MSU, and today we have Anita Watkins, the Global Head of Qualitative Research at Kantar. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Nice to be here.
Great. So the first question I want to ask you, Anita, is what are some important skills for qualitative researchers?
Great. Well, there's many skills that qualitative researchers need to have. The first, obviously, is to be naturally curious about understanding people. So I think our really ultimate goal is to help understand the human story and then how that helps our clients make marketing strategies that are successful for their brands. So, of course, that includes being a great interviewer of people, be able to ask open-ended questions and get to deeper level responses using interesting techniques to understand subconscious or emotional motivations, and really employing lots of the new methodologies that are available to us today. We're drawing on all kinds of things from technology solutions such as crowdsourcing to virtual reality, webnography, unmoderated video responses, all kinds of new technologies that are helping us get access to people in new spaces and places like never before. Along with creative approaches, Kantar has a really cool relationship with Second City out of Chicago, where we're using improv to stimulate new ideas and get to deeper meanings of insights and help creative strategies for our clients, especially in advertising. And of course, the other aspect of being a great qualitative researcher is analysis.
Great, yeah, so what kind of analytics are you doing, or what kind of analysis?
Well, qualitative analysis has really become a very core strength, I think, for successful professionals. A lot of people can be great researchers, but then making sense of all of that data and tying it into a cohesive story with great marketing recommendations for clients is a challenge. So some of the ways we're doing that now in qualitative are we're pulling on the sciences. So we're actually tapping into cognitive psychology, new thinking in behavioral economics, as ways to really get to deeper meanings of human behavior. We're also pulling in lots of new media sources into the mix, such as social media analysis, or trying to find the human element in any big data as well. So it's really tying all of that together into a storyline and marketing recommendations that can be actionable for clients. Can be a challenge, but also a real thrill when it's done well.
Great, thank you. And just my last question for you, Anita, is what kind of advice would you give either an undergrad or grad student kind of starting to join this workforce, especially in qualitative research?
Okay, great. Well, there's a lot of things to think about as you're entering the working world. Probably my biggest piece of advice is to just jump in and just go for it. Sometimes we'll, as business professionals, we'll throw out challenges that seem really daunting and sort of like, oh no, a little bit intimidating. But my advice is, even if you don't feel completely ready for a new assignment, raise your hand and just jump in and just go for it. And don't be afraid to experiment or to ask people for advice or to ask people for help. And then be resourceful, go online and search out new ways of doing work. So I think, in my own life, I can say that throughout my career, I've really never felt ready for big assignments, but I've always said yes. And I think that's helped propel me forward, and I would just give that advice to other young people starting out.
Well, great. Thank you so much. Thanks for answering our questions and coming to MSU today. Stay tuned for more student interviews for MSMR program.